Well, he just drove off, sometimes life's a cake. I ran my mouth off a bit too much, what did I say? Well, you just laughed it off, it was all okay.
Everybody get your radio voice.
Is everybody happy with their voice sound on the radio?
Sounds good to me, Bill.
Old Town Radio.
I've got the news right here. Just let me know when you're ready.
Welcome to the William Barron Show. Tonight's podcast, we are greeted again by Tigerblood.
I'm back.
Thank you for being here.
Yeah.
Justin Time is here. Thank you.
Hello.
And Craig Ketchum.
Yes.
You have a stand-up show coming up June 12th.
Show. It's open mic. You don't work out shit and announce it to everybody unless you're William Barron. He's like, hey, who wants to hear 5 minutes of horse shit that I came up with and trying to work out?
I witnessed your first 5 minutes of horse shit, and if that's the case, then...
Well, then it'll be a sequel, and you know how the sequels go. Grown-ups too.
Grown-ups too. We were talking about this. Is anybody happy with Adam Sandler lately?
Yeah.
No.
What? Oh, hey, I just saw That's My Boy. And that was...
Oh, I want to see that.
What's
I still
that?
haven't seen it.
Vanilla Ice fucked Grandma? That's fucking awesome. Yeah.
That sounds horrible.
That's the movie he did with Andy Samberg,
Yeah.
the Saturday Night Live guy.
I really like that guy.
Yeah.
It's a funny movie.
Dick in a box?
He's his
Nope.
son, I think,
Oh,
right?
It's like a boss.
That's not him.
That's Andy, yeah. Dick in the box.
Yeah.
It's Andy with
yeah,
Justin.
him and JT.
Oh, that was the other guy.
Hit on Deborah. Get rejected.
Anyway,
I
tonight's...
just watched Happy Gilmore, by the way.
Like a boss.
So I am happy with Adam Sandler right now.
Okay.
Because I was reminded how great that movie was.
That was like
Pretty good.
12 years ago.
Because he doesn't talk in a stupid voice.
Yeah. I was just thinking of that, too.
Like, Little Nicky? No. Waterboy? Nope.
The only...
Half of Billy Madison.
He does that one little, somebody's closer. And then that's it.
God.
He lets it go.
You're gonna die, clown.
He sings that song.
He did beat the shit out of Bob Barker, though.
No, he got the
That
shit kicked out of him by
alone.
Bob
Oh,
Barker.
yeah. Price is wrong, bitch. No, he got the final punch.
No.
No.
Bob beat the living shit out of him.
Bob wouldn't have done the movie if he didn't get
And
the
then-
last punch.
And then
That's true.
he even says, you know, he puts him down. He's like, don't get back up. And he goes to get back up, and then Bob comes over and kicks him in the face.
And then he says something about bitch.
Guess the price wasn't wrong, bit or something.
Yeah.
Like that, yeah.
Price is wrong.
My favorite line in that's when he's like, what does he say? Shit, I forgot. Oh, he says
some stuff.
Yeah, he says that, and then he's like, I eat pieces of shit like you for breakfast. He's like, you eat pieces of shit for breakfast?
No.
That's great. Good old Adam.
Oh, we're reminded of the 90s.
Yeah.
90s. Where did they go?
Yeah, the Grown Ups 2 is coming out to a theater near you.
Nope.
Yeah.
Please do not go watch that
Not
piece
on
of
board.
shit.
No.
Well, I didn't see the first one.
Unless Selma
the
Hayek's
first
in,
one was
Hayek's in it again.
The first, it was so bad. I don't care. Selma Hayek and Rob Schneider's daughter in the movie was smoking hot.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing could save that movie.
Nothing.
There was nothing. It was like you had to, every single conversation, you had to listen to 5 different punchlines from 5 different comedians.
Mostly all Saturday Night Live, except for...
I mean, I'm
now
all
hang
for
on a
that, but it
second.
sounds like shit.
So you hated that movie,
Hated it.
but yet it made a shitload of money. It's
Maybe.
just like Nickelback.
yeah.
You can't figure out
Back on
why
that
it's so
again.
popular.
I would like to record a show. Craig mentioned nothing
No.
about Nickelback.
Neither did Tigerblood.
No. That was
Let's
all
talk
Justin.
some more about Nickelback.
That's not.
No, that's okay. We
I
can-
get on YouTube and like to watch people throwing rocks and coins at them. It's like a daily staple of mine.
You know what? He put that
concert?
on. He put that on
I put
Facebook.
the one where a guy got a rock thrown at him.
Really?
Yeah,
And then
and then in
That was
Portugal.
you?
In Portugal.
Thank
and then
you.
and then they're like, we're done.
That was you?
Yes.
Oh,
That was
my
me.
God.
And then posted, like, what, a day later, Faith No More having piss thrown at him, and they just keep playing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, no.
They kept playing.
No.
They kept playing.
Don't-
They played the
no.
set. Yeah, Nickelback was like, fuck off. We had a rock thrown at us.
Duff McKagan got
fucking
knocked
rock,
out
man.
That's all right.
by a beer bottle hitting him in the head at a concert.
Yeah.
He shook it off, came back, came to, finished the song.
You know what? If you're Nickelback at this point, you bring a helmet to the gig.
Yeah.
And you put it on and you finish the set.
No, you just let the band Helmet play the gig.
Or you
Oh,
don't,
well, that'd be a much better show, wouldn't it?
or you just completely revamp your sound. And
I want to
don't
hear
suck.
Milquetoast. Maybe on Sun. Let's get this done. I don't want to hear this far away horse shit.
Yeah.
Sorry, Will.
Hey, man, that was my wedding song. Tread lightly.
I know. If you're gonna, well, I've said this earlier, like not even 15 minutes ago. But if I'm gonna have my song with a girl be a song, it should be a Nickelback song, and it shouldn't be from a band that I actually like. Because if we break up and it's bad, I don't want that band ruined.
You
I
do
love
re-
that idea.
You do understand that when you do get married and you have your first dance, that
That's
you're
fine.
not thinking far ahead to where you're like, oh, this is gonna fall apart.
I think
No,
you
no,
are.
no.
I think if you're
That's
smart,
insurance. That's insurance.
you know the statistics lie in your favor of this. I'm going to divorce this girl. So
There's not going to be any Zeppelin. There's not going to be any AC/DC. That's not going to be our song. It's not going to happen. Maybe some Nickelback. We're going to do some Nickelback.
you don't even you don't,
Maybe
Shit. I didn't even dance with
You know
my
that song,
ex-wife.
You did?
Disturbed?
No.
You never had a first dance?
It was in a basement of a church. We had cookies.
And now, welcome to the
Okay.
welcome the bride and groom for the first dance. Ooh,
Who's making the monkey sound? Those are the grandparents. Is it Theory of a Dead Man? Is that one of those bands? Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
have
I'm
that.
sure.
Have that.
My
have that.
girlfriend. That's a horrible
Apparently she's
band.
What do you mean that? Wait. What do you mean it's horrible? You like Nickelback? They
That's a
are
horrible
They are
band.
horrible, but they're mimicking Nickelback. You'd think you'd like them.
Wait a minute. That's their stance on it? Is that they're mimicking
That's my
Nickelback?
stance on it.
they sound the
It's
same.
all the cookie
Yeah.
cutter heavy rock.
It's horrible.
All the cookie cutter.
No.
Cookie cutter modern rock.
I'm sure Nickelback could probably make that sound better.
No.
Yeah. I think so.
There's only a couple. There's only.
Instead of
Oh, can
all
we
breathy,
be
it'd
over this now? I
You
mean,
can't
really.
shine a turd up, man.
We're just
There's a
kicking
bad
the shit
song.
out of Nickelback and just for
Nickelback
good.
doesn't have any
It's not,
bad
this
songs.
podcast is not going
Oh.
to keep them from going platinum. It's not going to happen.
Well, that's definitely not the
But we
hosts.
can stop them from going diamond.
Yeah.
Yeah, 10 times.
We should just get a season pass and see every one of their shows and just throw rocks the whole show.
Man,
You can't do it. You
I don't-
can't understand
I don't
it. You
condone
can't
that,
understand
though.
it.
I don't like.
it is
I don't like that.
unbelievable the amount of hatred that Nickelback gets.
As much as I would hate a band, though, I couldn't try and hit somebody.
No, I'm not.
As a former
Yeah.
I'm not condoning violence like Tigerblood here.
as a
Here.
former
Well,
band member playing on the stage.
I was
and-
too. We were up on the stage, and the only thing that ever got thrown at us was water, which was like, ooh, ah. Oh,
yeah.
It's refreshing.
yeah.
Shorted out my guitar, you fuck.
He made it into a scene from Flashdance.
Yeah.
Yeah, they threw big buckets.
When you first get up there, at first you're all worried about getting sweat and blood and puke and everything on your amp and on your
Spit.
guitar. By the end of it, you're just like, fuck it.
Just want to survive.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's going to be a show. God damn it.
Speaking of stuff like that, I'm at the gym yesterday, and I'm doing a workout, and I'm standing up, I'm kind of taking a breath, so I kind of walk over to the wall a little bit, out of the way, and I feel something kind of hit me, and I look, and I don't feel it. I'm not sure what it was. Go back to working out, go take another breath, and I'm standing there, and I feel it again. I'm like, what the? I look up, and there's the ellipticals are like right above me, and I'm like, well, I can't see anything but a foot every once in a while swinging. And so
gross.
Then I look down, and there's like this whole set of dumbbells, and there's just sweat dripped all over them.
It's their butt sweat rolling down their pant leg.
Smell it. That picture
Smell
is
it next
painted.
time.
Thank you,
Booty
Tigerblood.
juice.
No noun except for fruit. Sounds good with the word juice after it.
Yeah.
Anyway, welcome to the podcast, ladies and gentlemen.
Did you shower afterwards?
Well, this morning.
Okay.
With men, but
Yeah.
that's just the way it is.
Yeah.
Speaking of, we're going to get to that, but there was a conversation about weed that we had a couple weeks ago, and Craig, you've got a pretty interesting story, having dated
Not really dated.
10 years just for weed? Damn.
No, not even. Is you hollering at somebody who's like really, really likes weed a lot, to the point where like you sound really creepy because you remember shit that they don't remember talking about, like the names of their family members, and you sound really.
Remember that?
Are you creeping me on Facebook? No, you told me.
Yeah.
So I was hanging out with my sister, Allison. What? You told me her name. Oh. Like it's like a magic trick or something.
Right.
We speaking of weed, we also discussed those mirrors that you would win at the carnival. Mm-hmm. Those ones with like the Led Zeppelin or
like the
Aerosmith,
local fair.
logo mirrors.
Yeah.
Well, it's usually like Def Leppard
Or Def Leppard, yeah.
Loverboy.
Me and Craig had the same
Great line.
They're always out of the
Many
Def
a
Leppard.
landfill is full of those.
Yeah.
Me and Craig had the same approach to those kind of mirrors, is because they look cool, but you couldn't really, fix your hair in them because there was a fucking logo over it.
Right.
But then we realized what the actual use
What they
was.
use for
And we didn't.
It
we
beats
had
a Frisbee.
no idea.
It beats a Frisbee. I know. I thought about
Everybody
it.
used them to put your drugs on. You work the seeds
Really?
out or line up some coke.
Hey,
or-
anything that's handy and that's nearby.
yeah.
Get the mirror off the wall. You're snorting lines off Jim Morrison's face.
Which makes it cooler.
Yeah. Fucking much
I don't know
cooler.
about Loverboy so much.
Yeah, Loverboy. I'm not sure they.
I am, in fact, loving every minute of it.
But
For the weekend.
I individually want to know, and me and Craig were talking about this, that I want to know the reason that you guys even picked up an instrument. And the Pain Olympics, I've never heard of. I don't know.
I don't know anything about
Is that in
pain.
Japan?
the Pain Olympics. It's like to
You
see
heard
how
about
much
that?
pain you can put up with.
Where is it?
But first, we will
idea.
start things off with I had another night of fucking bad male bathroom etiquette.
What are you talking about? Public bathroom?
Yes. I walk in. There's 3 stalls. I choose the far left one. Mm-hmm. Another guy walks in right behind me, chooses the middle one.
Out of 3.
Out of 3.
Reminds
Yeah.
me of Ace Ventura. Was he trying to look
Why?
at your Super Bowl ring?
Why the fuck would there ever be a need to stand that close?
Let me ask you this: was the first one the little tiny one for little people for little boys?
Yeah.
So maybe he didn't want to.
I like peeing.
He didn't want to spray his knees.
I
You
like
short
it.
time, you feel it splat. You don't want the splashback.
What is this shit? Speaking of urinals and urinal cakes,
Hey, they could make a killing. Put his face on a urinal cake.
yes, patent that shit.
There will be no piss to clean up.
We'll be right back after this. The William Barron Show, brought to you by Wix.com.
Every sugar daddy hitting on her all night long. Doesn't care about the money. She could be with anybody. Anybody. I'm a honey. Wanted you all alone. You're ripping up the dance floor. You shake your ass
The quick twitch. Quick twitch in the vocal cords. You're not going to get me on Nickelback.
But just because the guy has strong vocal cords doesn't make what he's doing. It's not the enjoyable.
Everybody's entitled to their opinion. It is really amazing, though. Like, I can go to Chicago, and they could sell out a 65,000-seat arena. I have a hard time finding anybody who's willing to say, I like Nickelback.
The reason I don't like them is because of what they cater to and what they're trying to do. I mean,
I don't understand what that means.
What?
Like, write songs?
Yeah, they
They
know,
write songs for a living.
Yeah, but the songs that they write, what they write about, just doesn't do it for me, man. How they carry themselves. I mean,
There's
they
not
are
much
Canadian.
like artistic integrity in it.
Right.
It's very mainstream
Yeah,
radio.
it's all cookie cutter.
Why on earth is it cookie cutter?
They are sucking their producer's Peter on this one. Anything
No,
you want, man.
they sound like this live. I've been to them. Like, has anybody else at this table seen Nickelback live? Thank you.
Actually,
All right.
Because we're saving our money.
For what?
Couldn't
Justin
find any
Bieber?
heavy rocks.
No, we're not saving for Justin Bieber.
No, I
Front row tickets to an MMA fight, apparently.
yes,
Yeah. And Bill Burr.
3750 and Bill Burr.
Way more entertaining.
when is it going to end?
I thought it was
The
ramping
song.
down.
They're ramping down. No, they're ramping up. They're going to sing about it.
They're Nickelback, baby.
Bottoms up.
Shit is exploding.
Tiger,
The name of this
Ti-
song
Tiger
will be our next bumper sticker.
Yeah, Tigerblood does not endorse that last musical break.
Tigerblood.
what
Welcome
you
back
said.
to the William Barron Show. We again incited a Nickelback hating
Fury.
frenzy.
Brought to you by
Wix.
Not
Kroger,
Nickelback.
Chad Kroger urinal cakes.
I would buy those.
Bullseye, motherfucker.
Never
In your
miss-
face.
Never
And that's
miss
the song.
porcelain
In your
again.
face. There you go.
You look so much better pissing on my face.
Yellow stream
Yellow
in
streak.
my face. And then dude's on acid, goes in the bathroom, and he's pissing on his face, and Chad's like, "Ooh, I like that."
The bitches will cream for when you yellow stream on my face.
Jesus Christ. I need to find out the most damaging. Never mind. Welcome back to the William Barron Show.
We wouldn't even care if you didn't want to bring it up. So
I don't want to
You
bring
opened
it up.
You defended once, and that's all it took.
You opened yourself up for that.
I instinctively don't even bring them up anymore, except to make fun of them.
But
You
you
guys
did that
just
last
never
week.
stop.
You did that last week. That was on you last week.
No,
Because it was funny.
It was
genuinely
funny. It was
funny.
I'm
hilarious.
stopping.
And then I actually Google searched, like, well, I was trying to find an image of them holding up a poster. And it's actually like it's, I don't want to say photo bombing or photo video or bombing video or whatever the fuck. That it's been used at, like, politicians that have, you know, this event where they can talk about what they want to do in the office, and an opposing person that doesn't believe in them will hold up James Balin loves Nickelback sign in the back. I mean, it is viral. Like anything. Like I looked up, there were like 14 or 15 different examples of people holding up banners of "I love Nickelback" and "I hate you." It is,
Oh, that is great.
How the hell did we wind up like this?
oh,
cake in a
stop
urinal.
it! Stop it! Stop!
Okay, I'm done. That's
Kick
it.
it.
Be the economy. It's a politician thing.
Next subject.
Urinal cakes. I've seen one with the bullseye that sprayed your pee back on you. I know we've
What?
talked about, yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, it was a bullseye, and the closer that you got, and I got to the middle,
Bullseye.
Was it an R. Kelly
and it
urinal
pissed
cake?
all over the front of my pants.
Drip, drip, drip.
I'm gonna use your face as a toilet seat. I'm gonna poop on you.
But no, it was a urinal cake specifically designed to piss at you.
Why would you want to do that to your customers?
I don't know.
You're assuming that a restaurant is buying this, or maybe
bar.
or a
Yeah,
bar,
it is a
or
bar.
a
It's
movie
the
theater.
fucking kid that's got to clean the bathrooms after the drunk asses piss all over the place. This is his revenge.
Well, it was very unsettling because now I have pee all over the front of my pants, and I got to go back into this public situation.
Oh, that's the story
Explain
you told
that.
everyone.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah.
I know. It's not what you think.
There was a urinal sprayed back at me.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Yeah. Nobody believed me, actually, now that you mention it. But anyway, welcome back to the William Barron Show, brought to you by Wix.com. Yes, Wix.com, W-I-X. What are you guys' standpoint as far as bathroom etiquette? I mean, does it bother anybody else other than me? Or
What bothers me is when you walk into the bathroom and your feet stick to the floor and you're like, when you walk.
okay,
And then you go home, you take your shoes off, and you touch
them
the
in the
bottom
microwave?
of your shoe, and then you eat, M&Ms.
why would you touch the bottom of your
It
shoe?
happens on accident sometimes.
You
and
walk
it's
through your
gross.
house, you take
It reminds
that
me of a
piss all
Sopranos
over.
episode with Paulie Walnuts. He's talking about how he doesn't want to tie his shoe himself because there's piss all over it.
That is very true.
Ho!
I thought about that. Every
I actually
bathroom
caught
that I
myself.
walk into.
What you were complaining about. I actually caught myself doing this last time I was at a theater. I walked right to the middle fucking stall, and as I was peeing, I realized I wouldn't like this at all. would not be.
Well,
on
I mean,
board
if
with
there's a
this.
space in between, then why not?
No, because there was 3, and I took the middle one.
What about poop grunting?
But were the two front, the two side ones taken?
Nope.
Oh, it was
I took the
free.
middle one. Yeah, it was free.
You
I
took the
went.
middle? Okay.
I went middle.
He had a guaranteed
Okay.
pee buddy.
No, I made a buffer myself, and somebody else would be the weird guy
Yeah.
coming right
Yeah.
up next to me. Even though you could go to a stall and you could pee.
That's a good way to take control of the situation. If you don't like it so much, Bill, then you be the weirdo.
Yeah.
So when they come up to you, you're like, you fucking weirdo.
Just don't do the most annoying thing in the world. Bathrooms have that natural reverberation, and you can hear everything. And especially an old guy, you can hear him in the process of everything. When he's going to take a dump, you can hear his pants sliding down his legs, his belt
Yeah.
buckle jingling, and
Yep.
then and then you hear, and then he says. And then you hear him wiping it.
Yeah. And then you hear the oh, there's some more.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're gonna hear the agony and the ecstasy.
Yeah, and then the green fucking waves start coming, through the stall. You start smelling it, and it's just, oh man.
What's the worst is I'm scared that this is going to happen to me because I'm sure it happens to all of us. Is you come into the stall and there's a guy, old man, he's pissing already. You step up, you piss, you get done, flush, and this guy's still standing there going.
Yeah,
It's like, oh, trickle, and oh fuck.
Yeah, I was just going to touch on that. Like, I've been in so many bathrooms standing next to an old guy that is just like. and then you also got to consider that if your junk isn't working, getting rid of urine, then you're obviously not.
you're just
banging
old.
uglies.
Pipe staying rusty, you think?
Well, I mean, it's like when is the day going to come that we wake up and we don't have boners, gentlemen? Because that day it's coming. I mean, there's going to reach a point where we can't get a boner.
Yeah. Well, I've had my first hemorrhoid. That's how I knew I crossed into the old territory. I was wiping my ass. I was like, "What's that? What's that alien thing?" Felt like my intestines were falling out of my ass pipe.
Remind me to get your address. I'll send you a welcome to the Roids Club.
Okay.
Get your card. Get your card. You could totally tell that Danielle's not here.
On the front of it, it has a big buff guy, like "Welcome to the Roids Club," like it's steroids. On the back, it's got his ass with a big old fucking penis-looking thing hanging out. That's the worst case of hemorrhoids I have ever seen.
Well, it's like a bag of grapes.
I can see that. In my case, it's like just one single peach you get at the grocery store that you hang in a bag. That's what it feels like to me. It's like your hot button. As soon as you set on it, it's like, oh! And then you want to itch it, and you spend a little bit too much time wiping your ass with your first finger of your right hand, if you are right-handed.
He's giving you a lot of information.
Are you having a strawberry?
I am totally having
Congratulations.
because I
How is
know
it?
that nobody else is drinking them, and
No.
I didn't want to be that guy that took somebody else's
Looks
beer.
like
So
a can of tomato juice.
it does, and I wish it kind of was tomato juice, but
That thing has got more alcohol in it than I think. What, 2 of these?
does it?
Yeah.
It just says it contains alcohol.
No, Britt looked it up.
Yeah, it doesn't even.
Well,
they
slam
don't
that.
wanna
You'll be
tell
talking
you.
about your hemorrhoids, too.
Yeah. I got a strawberry. Next thing you know, my ass is like a bag of chicken parts.
Passed out. I woke up. My ass was killing me. The guys told me it was just roids. I don't know.
Oh, 8%.
8%
per
I
volume.
had a dream that I was
Twice as
getting
much.
raped in
that's
the
what
ass.
it is. But 8 ounces. Of sipping
8% alcohol. Well, okay, that's true.
8 ounces of sipping goodness.
That's true.
Yeah, but it's the size of a V8 thing.
less.
It's a little
smaller.
6-ouncer.
If it's V8,
So it's Bud Light Lime Strawberry. How does that work?
It's ridiculous.
How can you package something with 2 different flavors?
this is a way that I can charge you $10 for a 6-pack. Just any way I can pull that off.
Guess you've never heard of
Do
fruit
it.
roll-ups or...
Oh, fruit roll-ups.
Fruit roll-ups are
Anything.
great. They need to bring those back.
They never left.
never
I know they
you can
never
you
left.
can purchase
but
them now.
I know, but like, it seems to me like you don't see them like you used to. When we were
think-
kids,
I
I
think
would
you
walk
just-
down aisles of fruit roll-ups.
You avoid
Holy
those now,
fuck.
Bill.
You just
These
don't
are
watch
great.
those same cartoons that
Right.
Fruit roll-ups are-
advertised it.
Remember they had the little cutouts of like animals and
Yeah.
such. Now on the sign of the times, now 2013, there'll be fucking guns and fucking syringes and shit.
Bieber.
Yeah, Bieber.
Guns, syringes, and
Ni-
Biebers.
Nickelback. Fruit roll-ups.
It's actually just Bieber hair that you can stick to
Quaff.
your forehead,
Just a quaff. You just
and then
stick it right there.
and then you just eat it
yeah.
slowly off your head.
With a texture not unlike a theater bathroom floor.
Speaking of theaters, you guys got any movies that you guys are going to go see?
Man of Steel. I think I'll go see. next
Yeah,
week.
I was gonna say.
Man of Steel.
That looks good. Same producer and director as 300. Christopher Nolan produced it as well.
Looks like a
300.
good story.
Does it? Mm-hmm. I don't buy it.
You don't buy it?
I don't buy it.
What do you mean?
I mean, I'm all for going to a superhero theater, but any time that you incorporate your film with Burger King, it doesn't work for me.
I think it's hard.
You're-
to,
Do you have a
are-
list?
Or whatever. fast
every
food-
big franchise, big film movie of the summer is tied to some fast
I'm
food
not gonna like
restaurant.
any movie.
That's not true.
As I'm
It
bored
is
with
true.
Subway.
That's not
Batman, 1987, Diet Coke, McDonald's. They had the cups.
true. All right, we're talking 1987. We're talking 2013 now.
They've been doing it.
That's
They keep
not,
doing it.
Shitty movies do that.
Actually, Batman, they set the standard. They're the ones that showed, hey, you can make a shitload of money.
What movie was The Dark Knight tied to? Or what product was The Dark Knight tied to? What was it?
Dark Knight, yeah, it was. It was
No,
a Dark Knight, yeah, it was. I'm
Probably
trying
a
to remember.
car, some type of car.
Oh.
Okay.
I'm telling you, I'm racking my brain. I'm telling you.
The Superman movie, like as soon as you start incorporating construction workers being like, we'll clean it up. And then he flies off again, and it's just like, what the fuck? Why? I mean, you're going to get enough publicity just making a movie about Superman in the first place.
That's not how you sell the toys, man.
No.
You gotta incorporate it. That's how you get the kids.
Well, I mean, look at the last Superman.
That sucks.
I
piece of
believe that was sponsored by Taco Bell.
Well, let's not, see the movie first, and then we'll decide.
Okay, all right.
Then you can
Maybe you'll
ban
make you
Taco
like.
Bell.
Maybe you'll make you like Burger King.
I
more.
love Burger King.
It's Hardee's, by the way.
Do you in fact
Not
love Burger King?
I love Burger King.
Yeah,
King
Burger
is
King
great.
couldn't land Superman. It was Hardee's.
It's Hardee's.
Hardee's. Hardee's. They gotta,
Carl's
they
Jr.
gotta-
opinion.
Oh, it
Where to go.
is. I actually was at a Hardee's, and it was. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it was.
Okay. Yeah. They got good burgers.
No, Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew had the Dark Knight Mountain Dew bottles.
No, I think you're thinking
No,
of Call of Duty.
No, it was Mountain Dew because they had the Dark Knight the Dark Knight bat on them. I remember.
On a Mountain Dew.
Yes, on a Mountain Dew bottle.
On a commercial.
Yes,
They had commercials.
yes, they did.
Where
YouTube the shit.
Where Christopher, what's his name?
Nolan
No, not Christopher.
Bale.
Nolan.
Christian Bale.
Christian Bale.
How did we get on this again?
He
Uh-oh.
pulled up. He pulled up to get a Mountain Dew. He pulled right in.
I don't think so.
think so.
He
Christian.
pulled
I
up
think
to that 7-Eleven. What'd he say?
Christian Bale.
Oh shit!
Yeah. What did Christian Bale say when he pulled up to the gas station to get a Mountain Dew?
Give me a Mountain Dew.
I can't do it on demand. Something about him being constipated. I need something to mix with my Marilax. Give me something wet.
How about
Diet
this
Dew.
Mountain Dew Code Red?
I don't drink anything red.
Talking about red.
Fucking commie.
Only thing I drink that's red is a Robin's jism.
Oh my!
You.
bloody.
Now, Batman's a smart man. I gotta happen to know. I gotta think that he would realize that that red jism is
Yeah,
So good.
They can't be
It's
good.
no good.
something's wrong with you, Robin. Oh, I think you gotta get this checked out.
I taste metal.
I'm so fucking tired today. How am I gonna beat thugs' asses like this? A Mountain Dew.
Who's Doug?
Thug.
Thug asses.
Thug.
I thought you said Doug's ass like this. I'm like,
No, on Nickelodeon, Doug. You know, Doug.
Doug.
all right. So outside of that, commercially, you guys are hating on Nickelback, but you guys all want to see a movie that's produced by
That is a
Hardee's.
completely different.
But anyway, is there any other film that we're looking forward to? Because I'm looking forward to The Purge.
Super Troopers 2.
I heard that's
I didn't hear about that.
I can't wait.
Have you guys caught Netflix with the Arrested Development? I know that you guys were watching the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw it.
It came out with.
You have all the time in the world
reviews.
because they had all the episodes come out for the
I've
entire
never
season.
seen that show.
Yeah, I never saw it when it was on regular radio or regular TV, but now Netflix has picked it up and they're producing an entire new season of it.
I'm in balls deep of Wilford. That's what I've been watching on Netflix.
Is that the one with the dog?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
fucking great.
Okay.
Great.
I just
That
keep
kid
watching.
from Lord of the Rings.
I just keep watching the same episodes of BBC's Sherlock over and over and over. That's a great show.
My wife and I just watched the first episode of Downton Abbey.
What is it?
Downtown Abbey.
Downton Abbey.
Downtown Abbey, yo.
Downtown Abbey.
You guys haven't heard of this show?
No.
Yes.
She sounds like
yeah.
a sweetheart.
It's
It's like season 5. At
It's
this
a
point.
PBS show. It's all about the British. It takes place when the Titanic went down.
Okay.
It's kind of weird. It's
Entertaining though.
well, it's a show that was on PBS.
Yeah.
And
They can make quality programming.
Great acting.
they've got a
Fuck
lot.
the hemorrhoid. That's a sign of being old.
Yeah, no shit.
I'm watching PBS now.
Yeah. Unless Austin, the only thing I watch on there is Austin City Limits. That's PBS. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's PBS.
Yeah. And every now and again, they pull off a coup and they get like something really, really cool.
Well, Downton Abbey is like the most famous show. There's like 3-4 seasons and it's done, and they won a bunch of awards.
Ooh,
Really?
Yeah.
I've been watching Game of Thrones too. Does anyone else watch that?
But is that a movie or a TV show?
It's a TV show.
And Facebook blew up this week for some reason.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
Do you have HBO?
Yeah, yeah.
So you know exactly what
Yeah,
they're talking
two of the
about.
main characters got killed.
Which I suppose is in the book, and everybody
Oh
knew,
yeah,
who read the book, they knew it was coming.
I read
but-
the books before, and it ruined it for me.
People were pretty pissed off about it.
Yeah.
Whatever it was, I'm like, what the fuck?
It was like the first season.
The main,
Ned Stark, Barmir, or what's his real? I just know him as Barmir. What's his real? Sean Bean. He gets killed. He's the main character, and he gets his head lopped off.
The guy from Terminator 1?
No, Sean Bean, not Michael Bean.
Oh.
I wonder if they're related.
Jesus
No, they're
Christ.
not. He's from.
You guys' knowledge of B- actors is
Hey,
absolutely
don't talk
impressive.
about Barmir that way.
he was also the villain in Goldeneye.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Don't talk about Barmir that way. Poor fucker. He dies in all of his movies. All of them.
Well,
Will will remind you that he went outside as a child.
I would assume
What?
that
Bill will remind you that he went outside as
okay,
a child.
okay.
I lived in California. I had to go outside.
Well, that would be ideal.
I didn't get to.
When you're in California, when you're in Illinois, we're gonna watch Batman.
Play Nintendo.
But
Nintendo.
and so
8-bit. When the 8-bit Nintendo, the greatest gift you ever
Oh,
got.
it was. The music on it inspired me so much.
Speaking of that,
double dribble.
always in the you'd always find that sweet spot right there in the 3-point and double dribble. You can always, always land them. Always land 3-pointers.
That's like running with Bo Jackson on Tecmo Bowl. You just run up
Yeah.
and down and just.
What
get
about
away from
what about
everybody.
RBI baseball? Every time
That
you
was
hit,
great.
you'd hit a ball, it'd go. Ooh. Ow!
I liked on Double Dribble where you go up for the slam dunk, and they'd even cut to the snapshot, and then it cut back and go. Dun, dun, dun. Like, come on.
Son of a bitch. No, there was a RBI baseball, or maybe it wasn't RBI baseball. I can't remember. It was a baseball game that you actually hit a batter and they charged the mound.
Yeah,
You remember
that was
that?
bases loaded.
Bases loaded.
Yeah,
Yes.
every time you hit the ball, it'd go kink because it was an aluminum bat.
That was a great game. That was the first.
Yeah.
Little League baseball was my favorite.
That was great.
baseball game.
That was great.
That was so much
I
fun.
don't remember that one.
Yeah, you a bunch of little guys,
don't know.
little short avatars.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking hit it and run, throw double plays, stuff like that.
Super dodgeball.
I liked Sega Genesis
Yeah.
too.
Super dodgeball.
The first announced game, Joe Montana Sports Talk Football. Welcome to Joe Montana Sports Talk Football.
They couldn't get one cohesive stream of
And
audio.
anytime you blow it, he talks smack to you and be like, and I can't believe it.
This is Joe Montana.
Sports Talk Football.
The syllables are off. He just came in and he pronounced syllables.
It's fourth down, and I can't believe it.
Hey guys, can I get a drink of water? I'll just take a break. We're almost through the K's. Can you go a little line? Try and break at the L's. All right. Kai. Kai. Ko.
Kick.
Kick. Sorry, Joe. We're gonna have to stop you there. No real words, just syllables.
Well, that at least beats Mike Tyson's Punch Out, which I was addicted to.
Oh,
when you
yeah.
go, wow, wow, wow. When you
Yeah.
land a punch, it sounds wow.
And then when you're all fucked up, and I'm like, fuck!
And when you're knocking out the one guy and it's taking him forever to go down,
Yeah.
you know you got him good.
Then you got that fucking guy.
He's not getting back
What's
Joe
that?
Glass.
What's the guy with the rose in his mouth? It's like,
That's Don Flamenco.
Yeah.
Well done.
I never beat Mike Tyson until I got the Game Genie.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
I couldn't beat
unfortunate.
him.
I'm
I
sorry,
couldn't beat him.
guys.
And that's why I cheat. I mean, you could
impossible.
tell them that I would cheat on women because anyone that uses a Game Genie is a cheater.
Oh man, I never won game.
I never had one, but I had a friend that did, and I was like, God, this would be so much easier if I could use this.
If I just had a Game Genie.
You don't need
What a piece of shit product for them to release.
the piece of shit product was that Power Glove thing.
Yeah.
yeah,
I had
shit.
the robot. I had the robot.
The robot.
Oh yeah. No, I never got that.
You got the Nintendo. You got the gun, the deck, and then the robot.
The power pad.
That's
The power pad. The robot. The robot was like first generation.
No, okay.
What is the robot?
I don't. You played like Gyromite. I
How
think was
big
the name
was
of the
it?
song or
It stood on
song,
the
name of
table.
game. Probably stood about 8 to 10 inches. And yeah, and basically you would just I could never figure it out. There's only one game that it worked with, and I still couldn't figure it out with
Were
that
you
one game.
supposed to shoot him? Was he shooting?
No, it was just a robot, and more like you would control the robot to like pick up something to let you move forward in the game as far as like to another level, and just not another level like I just cleared a whole board. No, like just so I can get up to another platform. That's it. That's
What
Wow.
genius thought of that bullshit?
We
I
gotta
don't
get
know,
we got
but it got my dad for about $3.50.
yeah. We got to get off Nintendo. I'm having bad memories of all the ass whoopings I got from yelling at those games.
Duck
I mean,
Hunt.
Duck Hunt, that's my favorite.
I hated that kid in the street that would invite you over to play Duck Hunt and then put the gun
Put the gun on
directly
the TV.
on TV
Yeah.
and just be like, "Look at me, I'm amazing." Yeah, that's because you're a dick.
But we would go all the way back to the door
Yeah,
and see how
I would-
see how
yeah,
far back we
snipe.
could go.
Yeah, that's what I did.
And then it was annoying to come over to Bill's house and he go, "Oh yeah, watch me play." As he snipes from behind your shoulder.
Jump behind the couch, roll.
With a cord.
Yeah, shit.
Back in the day when you'd have a cord, we just gave away our ages. 30s.
I got the power pad when I first got the Nintendo.
track and field game was
Yeah.
interesting.
It was stupid though.
I thought it was cool.
Dance Dance Revolution before it happened.
Before, yeah.
What didn't you like about it? I mean, it was inaccurate.
He'd
but
break a
other than
sweat.
Yeah, I get
I'm supposed to be
tired
playing a game.
running in place.
that, just go outside.
Got to the point where I'd get on my,
We're not in California.
I'd just get on my
established this.
knees and I'd hit it with my fists.
Oh, I remember that guy. I remember that guy. He'd be like running like 150 miles an hour and just like,
Can't even see his legs.
no. He'd be like, "Welcome to track and field."
I can't believe it.
Yeah, yeah.
Unbelievable.
The crowd sounds are like,
It was just a repeat.
It was just a almost like it was like satan. If you were high listening to that,
Oh, yeah.
like a satanic chant was.
Oh my God. Now listen to it backwards.
'Cause I like to play track and field, listen to Slayer at the same time. That's my idea of an enjoyable weekend.
You know,
Actually, it is my idea of an enjoyable weekend. If anybody like to come over and play track and field and listen to Slayer, that'd be great.
one of the lamest things I ever did in my entire life was playing Top Gun. I rented
Fuck
it.
that game.
Rented
Oh,
it.
landing
that
plane?
game.
No.
So hard, but the soundtrack was just like the music from the movie, only Japanese animated. And I let it play. I let it play out, and I recorded it on my tape recorder, so that when I gave the game back, I could still listen to it.
I did shit like that too, man. I did that too.
So excited to listen to an 8-bit rendition of Kenny Loggins. Oh, that's all.
No, not Kenny Loggins. The actual soundtrack.
It was the score.
It was the score. Joe Satriani did the guitar on it.
Oh, I thought Loggins did the whole
No,
all
Joe-
of the
Joe
music.
did
not
like
just-
five
Danger
songs.
Zone and Playing with the Boys. And
Yeah.
That's about it.
Oh God,
If you're
the volleyball scene.
Oh yeah.
I'm hard right now.
We know all about that.
Too bad that's not in the game, and they're acting like it's the most dramatic thing in the world. They have the dude slow motion going, doing a battle yell like it's a 300 Spartans playing volleyball with their shirts off.
Yeah, no one's here wearing a watch, but if you're looking at your watch,
You're gonna.
how do you do that?
Is volleyball.
4:30.
I got to work to get my arm around my
Yeah.
big chest and look at it.
Well, he's got to bring the
Come on, man.
the
One
arm
more.
way up.
he gives it the old like disgusted look. Like,
One more. One more for me. But
Gotta go.
if he'd have known Goose was going
I
to die,
have it.
he'd have played that last game instead
Yeah.
of boinking.
instead of being an asshole.
Yeah, what a dick.
Well, you still late for that date.
Yeah, well.
And then had the balls to ask for a shower.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Class.
I'm just gonna take a shower if you don't mind.
That's right. Iceman. I am crazy.
It's one of the greatest. It's one of the greatest cinematic.
The best line in that movie, though, is when
That was it.
he walks up to Hollywood. He's like, Hollywood, you stink.
Yeah.
And he lifts his arm up and smells his armpit. Crash and burn, huh, Mav?
Slider.
No. There's 2 O's in Goose, gentlemen. There's 2 O's. Great. It's full of fucking great one-liners.
Yeah.
I want some butts, and I want them now.
What about
God damn it, that's twice.
What about that asshole? What about the black guy? You know,
coffee.
They're singing that song in the bar. Can't stop that love.
Yeah, those
whatever.
aviators on.
Yeah, after they sing it, then the black dude takes the mic and he's like getting all into it and soulful. And,
Yeah.
Camera pans.
Tom Cruise is like, you fucking prick.
And plus, that guy looks just like a G.I. Joe doll. Like, he's got the glasses on. He looks like that radar guy or whoever he was.
The radar guy.
don't know.
Radar.
The guy in charge of communications.
The radar. He's actually the guy from MASH. He's a G.I. Joe character.
Oh wow.
This is the lamest G.I. Joe character ever.
Where did
Where did the host go? Fuck it. We don't need him.
Yeah, no, he left.
Yep.
Well,
I heard the guy from MASH radar was like crippled or something. And
He
like,
ended up being a senator.
did he?
Yeah. I think
what
that is
state?
correct. The state would have him.
Wow. Think you know somebody.
yeah. I was gonna sing the MASH song, but now Tom Petty's screwing my train of thought all up.
Yeah.
Very Nickelback. I wouldn't complain too much.
All I can think of is you never close.
Yeah, I know. I can't.
Oh, that would be perfect, wouldn't it?
I'm never going down, I'm never giving up, I'm never gonna leave, so put your hands up. If you like me, then say you like me. I'm never going down, I'm never giving up, I'm never gonna leave, so put your hands up. If you like me, then say you like me. Whoa, oh, 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 whoa, oh, oh, whoa. She's the girl that no one ever knows. Works a double just to buy her clothes. Nicotine and faded dreams. Baby, just believe there's no one else like me. 'Cause I'm never going down, I'm never giving up, I'm never gonna leave, so put your hands up. If you like me, then say you like me. like me. 'Cause I'm never going down, I'm never giving up, I'm never gonna leave, so put your hands up. If you like me, then say you like me. I'm never going down, I'm never giving up, I'm never gonna leave, so put your hands up. If you like me, then say you like me.
Well,
And we are back.
yeah. William Barron's flying a gyrocopter.
Oh, it's on fire!
Welcome back to the William Barron Show.
Hey, give me my lighter.
That's something I've never seen before.
I'm joined again by Craig Ketchum,
Yes.
Tigerblood,
Yes, sir.
and Just in Time. Chose not to go
Hello.
with the
Thank you.
nice. I appreciate that. Yeah. So you were telling us about the Pain Olympics, and you brought up something on your phone. Should we do like a because you were mentioning
Like
it
a
in the same breath as Two Girls, One Cup.
Only because Joe Rogan, I guess, had videos of him reacting to both of these things.
Joe Rogan.
Actually, let's pull this up on the iPad. Let's pause the podcast, pull it up on the iPad, and we can all watch it.
I don't want to watch it.
Okay, well then you don't have to.
Wait a minute.
Would you guys be
We're
interested
watching the
in-
Pain
No, we're
Olympics?
not. We shouldn't be watching this.
And-
Well, just
and
like
it's as
and
bad
I think
as the
everybody.
porno?
Yeah.
Have you guys seen Two Girls, One
Yeah.
Cup?
Yeah.
And we all regret doing that.
No, I don't.
Well, now I know what it was.
I was like, you know what? My pants were down. My
Yeah.
pants were down.
I was
hot.
mid-stroke.
It was so hot.
It wasn't until she put the cup back up in there, I was like, oh, come on. One
Nah,
trick pony.
this is staged.
I've seen
Staged.
I do believe that shit was staged.
I don't
There's
care.
no
You're
way.
still pooping it out of your butt.
No, but have you ever seen poop that looks like that? That looked like something she
Nah,
pumped
well-
up her ass and now was
But
letting
I've
it
never
back
been
out.
in a financial situation
Justin,
where I
it's still
had
coming out
naked
the butt.
video.
But then she was. Then she
I don't care if it looks
You-
like chalk a soft serve.
You've never seen a guy eat someone's asshole out
He's never. I hope he's never seen a guy
You
do
listen to
that.
that podcast where we talked about
in
that?
life or
Unless I clean it out myself.
Was
Will
it-
I go anywhere near
Eat
that
ass.
business? Thank you very much.
Eat ass when asked, I believe was
Eat
the.
ass.
yeah,
When
that's
asked.
what it was.
Yes. Were you there?
All right, so we're going to pause this and we're going to
Jesus.
pull up the Pain Olympics. Now, how can listeners find this video?
Don't
Well,
do it.
That's what we've heard is that you don't want to do it, but we're going to do it.
Let's do a
go to
countdown
you-
and
I guess
they can
just
watch
Google
it
it,
at the same
goddammit.
time with us.
Well, we're not live.
No, when they're listening to this, they can pause it.
Okay.
And they can start it at the same time.
Okay, hang
And
on.
we'll all watch it together.
Oh boy.
Starting what? This is BME
All right,
Olympics.
here's the video.
The BME Pain Olympics.
Pain
This
Olympics.
is the
final
final
round.
Oh, this is the winner? Or
I
loser?
don't know, man. I'm not well versed
It's-
at this, but
You got to press play there.
yeah. Hold on.
Oh,
Hold on.
he's savoring
Yeah,
it.
let's give a little bit of a.
Get your hand out of your pants.
You want- Craig turned us on to
No, I turned you on to nothing.
to the BME Pain Olympics. We're watching grown men do horrible things to their stuff
To prove their manhood.
to prove how manly they are, and we're pressing play right now.
Okay. And
There's a knife and
is
a
that
dick
a
head.
knife? And he's slapping it. He's cutting. He's shaving it. Oh my god. Oh.
What is?
Oh, he's tying his balls off. He's going to cut his balls off. He's going to cut his.
What the?
No, he's going to cut his dick off. Oh my god, he's bringing out the carving board.
Oh my!
Oh, don't do it. Don't do it, dude.
What the?
Don't do it. No!
Oh my God, he did it!
No!
That's not real.
Why would you cut your dick
Yeah,
off?
it is.
Oh!
He axed his balls.
Don't do it. You are an
Oh my
asshole.
God.
Oh my god, he cut his dick off. He cut his. He. Oh!
Tigerblood just went. Told you.
I can't take my eyes off the screen.
I can't watch this. Oh.
Ah!
Oh. Oh my god.
What did he do? What just popped out? He just cut his testicle out.
Oh Jesus.
Oh, there comes another one.
Oh my god. Oh.
Saved out.
Somehow I'm reminded by the scene in Funny Farm where he's getting told he's eating the most lamb nuts in the village.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks for doing that sound effect. That made
Was
me...
I right, by the way, gentlemen?
Yeah, that was disturbing.
Yeah, there's absolutely no reason that anybody should ever watch that video.
What do they get for a prize?
I don't know. It was like 200,000.
A surgery?
Yeah, which about the 200,000 covers.
Those had to be like trannies, like trying to get the operation.
Maybe, you got the mob on your back, and they're gonna fucking kill you unless
feel
you come
sick.
up with $100,000. And this guy's like, well,
Literally
cutting my
feels
dicks off better than getting killed by the mob.
He can always turn it into a pussy and fuck himself.
Yeah.
with his finger.
Maybe that's what he wants.
I don't feel good.
I don't feel good about that.
I don't feel good. Like
You can't
physically,
unsee it.
That was disgusting.
I don't want this podcast to be like,
Yeah.
there's my life before today, and there's my life after today.
We
was awful.
don't endorse watching the BME Pain
But
Olympics.
we just did.
But
Oh my god!
But if you did press play with us, congratulations.
yeah.
oh my god!
But speaking of
I don't even know what
the
to say.
speaking of the Asian women that massage and give you the happy ending,
No.
I knew a guy that he was going to one in town. It was on Main Street, and he would go in there every payday and get the massage and get a beat off. But then he started going in there a little drunk, and she's sitting there beating him off.
Yours just take longer.
And she,
longer.
yeah, and so she stops. She's like, "You gotta come right now. You can't do this anymore. You got whiskey dick. You got whiskey dick."
That is universal.
That's
From sea to shining sea.
You take too long.
it proves how good of a man I am that once I'm not talking a nice little gentle fingernail inside the culo. I'm talking fucking jackhammer, and I jumped off that table. She's like, "Me finish?" I was like, "No, me no likey." I grabbed my clothes and felt raped. I was crying in the shower in the fetal position, rocking back and forth.
This seems like a really bizarre way to start off a jerk off session.
Yeah,
Like, and finger up your ass.
I mean, it was like that was her job. That was her plan. And then the massage felt. I thought I was in the right place, getting a good massage. And I told my chiropractor about it. And he's like, "Oh, we should call the cops. You should have just came in here." And I was like, I didn't know how to take that. He winked at me and
Took some notes.
yeah. Now, how did she? What angle was she sitting in?
How long was her fingernail?
I don't know. Maybe that's why I have a hemorrhoid.
The hemorrhoid.
No, that
got an
was a long
infection.
time ago, man.
Well, she had her finger up a bunch of other guys'
I was fucking pissed,
Oh, I'm
dude.
sure she
Don't
was.
talk about. Oh my god.
You could have
Can you
easily
get AIDS
been-
from a fingernail?
You could have. Yeah, well, that.
Sure.
But I mean,
No.
the rotavirus.
Can't be any worse than
That's gonna
being
be-
in a gym where you're being sweat upon from the second story.
Yeah, butt juice. You booty juice.
Well, I thought there was a mist because it's been hot out lately, and a nice little.
It's a dick mist.
So I'm kinda,
It was,
you know,
it was period blood.
kind of I'm grinning
Period
at the
blood.
sun and just kind of wash my mouth out a little bit.
Cranberry juice. What, you on your period?
That's gross. Everything that has happened in the last 10 minutes of this podcast is gross.
This is just brutal.
I wish we could.
This is what
erase
happens
everything.
when Danielle is not here.
Yeah, we need a girl to balance us out.
Yeah,
She would have watched that too.
I don't think I'd ever talked about.
No.
I wouldn't
I know
ever.
she would.
I would never talk
She
about
would
my
have wanted to see that.
my anal rapage. Mm-hmm. I was pissed too. I felt like decking her, kind of, but I didn't.
Okay.
I took the high road. I just ran out of there.
I just figured you just figured she was trying to do you a favor.
Yeah, well, some favor.
Well, at least you didn't have to tip her.
I didn't pay her shit. I ran out the door.
You didn't pay anybody?
Hell no. I went for a massage, not a goddamn shower
Raping?
scene from Shawshank Redemption.
I'm gonna put something in your mouth,
Yeah,
like a Nickelback song.
yeah, yeah. That was their inspiration.
Oh, man.
Maybe she just sensed you had an itch.
It's sexy. I told you, it's sexy.
I thought you had hemorrhoid. Me itch for you. Me preparation H.
You scratch it. Hey, scratchy.
All right, can we drop this now? I should have never let this come out. Tigerblood was shared a little bit too much tonight.
Well, so did the Asian lady.
Yeah. This is the soundtrack of my...
She took a look at you and she was like, "This guy's into this."
Yeah.
She didn't even say anything. She's like, you want?
One look at
she's
you.
Like, she one look at you, and she's like,
Must have been the
"He wants
tattoos.
this." Might have been.
What's a
Might have
finger in the ass? Yeah.
Not my ass.
been. It's very dramatic.
Lily. Back up. Get it out of my brown eye.
Chang, he want lube. We got a luba. No, I don't want anything.
Hold him down.
I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry. Very sorry. Sorry, I just offended the entire Asian race.
No finger for you?
No.
You didn't want to go there? No finger for you.
This is the beginning
fuck
of
are
the
we
movie
listening
Brown
to?
Finger.
I'm sorry, what?
Brown Finger.
Brown finger.
Brown finger, he's the man. The man.
No.
Feels nice.
All right, is there anything else you guys want to cover now that we
We're going to cuddle.
Get that off my chest.
get that off my chest? Poop on chest? You like poop on chest?
You want Cleveland steamer? Cleveland steamer.
Have a shower for you.
Chili dog? Who wants chili dog?
What is it? The Dirty Sanchez? Who was it? Was it you that told me about that kid on the school bus?
Yeah.
Oh, please tell the story. Oh,
Well,
God.
he would give a girl the dirty sand. He'd sit on the school bus with his finger in his ass crack the whole ride, and then right as he's getting off the bus, he'd pull his finger out as he's walking behind her, just wipe it right on her mustache, and just keep walking.
Oh my god.
What the fuck is wrong with that
That
kid?
is cruel.
That's very
So
cruel.
then they get to smell shit for the rest of the day.
Oh, yeah.
Oh god.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
not nice. It's just not nice.
He went to the BME Olympics,
Yeah.
hacked his weenus off, and then got the surgery turned into Lily, and that's who was up my ass.
You Cleveland Seaman? Anyway, welcome back to the Williams Show.
Welcome
The Williams Show.
Welcome back to the.
Welcome back to the penis mutilating,
Anyway,
finger
yeah.
raping asses.
We
Want
definitely
to cleanse the palate? Watch Two Girls, One Cup. Just cleanse the palate.
Yeah.
No? Okay, good.
You don't want to watch that.
No.
No.
I don't think anybody wants
No.
to watch that.
No, that was that belongs in the past.
Yeah.
Been there, done
That's my
that.
younger days, man.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Anyway. Welcome back to the William Barrett Show, brought to you by Wix.com.
Poor Wix. Fantastic product.
What is Wix?
You are better than us.
It's a
Wix.com.
website. It's a website that lets you build websites.
That's cool.
I think
Yeah.
we were just on one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, you lost their sponsorship.
Anyway, I have no idea of topics. Is anybody want to say
You
anything,
said
or
something
do we
about
just need to wrap this up?
Music and all that. Guitar. How do you start?
Oh yeah. There we go.
Yeah.
There it is.
Got off topic and decided to see some wieners get
There it is.
hacked up.
We everybody at this table plays guitar. They grew up playing guitar. I realized today, assholey, that I don't really know what made you guys pick up a guitar, and I kind of want to know that. Craig, we'll start with you. You obviously listen to a lot of shall we say, Nickelback has music, but
Ask.
heavy guitar, heavy drums,
There you go.
heavy bass,
I like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
loud vocals.
Yeah. Yes.
Who-
So it's like the late 80s. I was 13 years old. And the big four, even though you might want to add
Loverboy.
to that. Yeah. Anthrax, Slayer, Megadeth, Metallica,
Yeah.
Loverboy.
Overkill, Exodus, all the thrash metal bands from that time. Yeah. Let's play that stuff.
Now, what it made you want to pick up a guitar? Was there one specific guy that you looked at and you were like, "Holy shit, I can totally do that"?
That I could totally do that? No, at that time I couldn't totally do that.
Well,
probably the
obviously.
first band I was really, really, really into was AC/DC. But I think that's the case with a lot of people. They're like, they see Angus and they're like, look at that.
Hey.
He's playing with one hand. but then you're able to do that.
Yeah.
You know, and you're like, oh, okay.
It's a show. It's a trick.
It's a show.
Yeah.
It's a show.
My students are like, when they hear Thunderstruck, they're like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah,
and,
it's
then,
like
and then I teach it to them.
4-7-4-7-4-7-4-7.
They're like, "Oh, this is easy."
Yeah. Well,
I
you're easily
remember-
amused. And
I
when
think
you're,
The guy wore
I-
shorts and a tie.
The first time I ever heard Thunderstruck, I remember being like, because I'd never heard anyone do that before. That, and he just kept going and going and going. I was like, wow. I was pretty impressed by it.
Muscle memory.
But yeah.
But I
And
was a
that's-
kid.
Yeah.
So, all right. So, Joe, was it Slash that got you to play guitar?
No.
I mean, is he?
No.
Who?
I wanted to play guitar from watching Loverboy.
I hope that's true. I hope that's true.
No, I loved music when I was a kid. Like 5 years old, I had a record player, and my mom was buying me current albums that I would hear on the radio that I wanted. And I used to do the air guitar, get like a tennis racket, and I just couldn't wait to be old enough to learn how to play guitar. I just
So it wasn't-
loved music.
It wasn't one specific.
No. It wasn't until Slash came along that then there was someone that I wanted to be like. Like, I want to play like that.
Right.
But I just wanted to play music. I just wanted to be in a band.
They said, did you start off with the pots and the pans and graduated to top of a frisbee?
Well,
or
my
something?
cousin and I used to write songs, and he could play guitar, and I couldn't yet. And so then I would play.
Why couldn't he though? He was the same age as you.
Yeah, but his dad played, and he could teach him, and
He
he
had a
owned
guitar
one.
laying
I didn't
around.
own one. I had a
Right.
little Smurf, ukulele.
Nice.
Which I ripped. I'd melt faces with that thing.
But yeah, so that was it. I liked jamming. I couldn't wait to be in a band.
So why did you pick the guitar as opposed to the bass or the drums or the?
Well, because I couldn't see myself singing, but I still wanted to I wanted to be the guitar player, the lead guy.
And there's not one like Angus Young that you looked at and was like, that guy's doing it right.
No, not until I discovered Slash when I got a little bit older, and then I was into it.
Okay. And what about Tigerblood?
My grandpa was a farmer, and I was 4 years old, and he'd play guitar, and I started playing piano by ear to his guitar, and he's like, "Oh, got me a guitar," and started playing old country that he liked, and then blues, like old blues, like Muddy Waters, Robert Johnson. So I started playing when I was 4, and as I got older, I bought Jimi Hendrix and Stevie Ray Vaughan albums and taught myself all the licks off those. My stepdad gave me those, and got a little older and discovered Satriani and Vi and Dimebag Darrell, and just taught myself.
Dimebag Darrell.
Yeah.
Nickelback actually wrote a song about him.
Yeah, don't remind me. Dimebag would be the first to piss all over Nickelback's face.
Oh, I sincerely
I
doubt
would think,
it.
I would think that
Friends.
maybe he'd like drink with him.
They were
He's
friends.
pretty cool fella.
Yeah, he was.
He was
but-
rocking.
He's a nice guy.
He's
but
more than
I don't
rocking.
think he would have liked their songs. But he
But
would.
I'm cool with you, but
He'd be like, "Hey,
Side of the
Canadians."
bullets.
Here's a black tooth grin. Want to watch you get wasted.
you don't need to actually play your CD, do you? All right.
Yeah, don't write a song about me.
Well, let me
on
since we're all
Nickelback
kind
CD.
of around the same neighborhood age, does anybody remember when like the stereo was a piece of furniture that had like
Oh yeah.
the lid that you pulled up,
It-
and that had the record player
Yep.
and then the tuner right next to it, and the speakers were built into it.
and if you, it was really nice. There'd be a TV in the middle.
Yeah.
A big old
I don't remember that.
19-inch television sitting
big screen.
on the floor. Who would watch TV like that now? With the TV sitting on the floor.
But, when I was 5 years old, I learned how to run that thing, how to
Yeah.
run the record player. But my parents were a little bit older, maybe, than everybody else's parents. As far as like my dad was like 35, 36 when he had me. So it was like Sons of the Pioneers and Patsy Cline, Glenn Miller Orchestra. That's the music that I was listening to. There was nothing really that was really guitar oriented so much. Even though I liked that stuff, But yeah, there was not any musical instruments in the house. But it sounds like that was the difference, especially with Tigerblood. Tigerblood had music and instruments in the house.
Yeah.
At all times.
So did your cousin. Yeah, I mean that's just it's kind of weird. Like,
What about you? Did you?
I never even thought about it until
Nickelback?
Until Nickelback. They were like 18 when I was in 8th grade and writing great songs already. So I was like, I gotta do that.
Already.
God, that guy's got a craft. That
Yeah.
Yeah, well, at least my mom bought me a Warrant Cherry Pie tape, and I wanted to learn all the riffs on that, and I got in trouble for breaking windows with rocks or something, and she took it away, and it was the worst thing in my life at that moment.
Would it help if I bought you the CD today?
I wouldn't want to play it today. I've evolved since then. I've evolved since a 9-year-old child.
it ended up being the best thing that ever happened to him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you.
I think it's when I first discovered what a boner was when I saw the cover of that tape.
Yeah. It's right around.
You see the video?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It was Bobby Brown, yeah. Mm-hmm. Bobby Brown. I always was really kind of creeped out about that there was a smoking hot chick named Bobby Brown, and then
there's my
this
prerogative.
guy that does my prerogative. Yeah, that does dance moves and songs for Ghostbusters.
Every
which was
little step.
That was Bobby. Wow, that was Bobby Brown and
will be there. What about Belle Biv DeVoe? Poison.
Glenn Medeiros, wasn't it? Bobby Brown and Glenn Medeiros. Does that
What?
make sense?
I don't know what you're talking
I don't
about.
know what you're talking about.
It was the song for the Ghostbusters 2 soundtrack.
Ghostbusters 2?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Too hot to handle, too cold to hold. They're the Ghostbusters and the in control.
Yes.
That's Tigerblood. He knows the song.
Yeah, I know that song.
That was a great song. It was huge.
We got. Yeah.
I only saw Ghostbusters 2 1.5 times.
Yeah.
Well, when I saw that, I was in a theater. My dad was a fireman paramedic, and there was this big, like, 400-pound guy that was choking on popcorn. My dad went up and gave him the Heimlich. That's what I remember. That's every time I think of Ghostbusters 2, besides that great song that inspires all my melodies in my song. He heard it.
Every time he jizzes on a girl, I'm like, it's a magic. You should be happy.
Yeah.
So you got some free popcorn that day.
Yeah.
This is my happy sauce. My happy sauce.
I think you've had enough of this, sir.
Yeah. I'll take it for you.
I'll never
It was the
forget.
worst sound I'd ever heard. He was like, my dad's like,
Duty calls. I gotta go save this guy from choking to death.
yes, my dad was Batman.
Damn it!
Sorry. He may be your dad, too. He got around a little bit.
No, his dad was Robin. That's why he's mad.
Is your semen red, too?
No.
Well, I'll never forget.
Hey, you're drinking Starburrita.
I am.
Maybe that's Robin's problem.
Number 2.
Oh.
feeling pretty good.
Look out.
Right home.
But like Guns N' Roses, "You Could Be Mine" was the first video / movie that integrated the entire both of them. Like their music video had
That was
Arnold.
the first one
in it.
you saw?
Guns N' Roses were in a movie. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it was the first one. The first time I saw it. All right, maybe the first time I saw it done on a really huge, gigantic Hollywood
With your
budget.
bitch slap rapping in your cocaine tongue. You get
You get
nothing
nothing
done.
done.
In the
Yeah,
80s, they used to do that all the time. Every time
Yeah.
a movie came out, they'd have to have the song that went with it.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
no, I know that, but the music video for "You Could Be Mine" actually had Arnold walking into a club and playing that character.
He called up Axl. This is a true story.
Axl.
He goes, "I want to be in your video." And Axl's like, "Yeah, man, all right, that sounds good to me."
Yeah, Axl is unbelievably low voice. Like
He does have a low voice.
Yeah, and then you listen to Slash talk, and he's like kind of like this.
And then Duff's like, well, you know, I mean, like the thing about like Axl and yeah, it was just
I want to be in the video.
sweet, awesome.
That was the problem with the Last Action Hero.
Oh,
He
God.
wasn't in any of the videos, even though that was an awesome soundtrack.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
was awesome.
who was it? Van Halen was on that, wasn't it?
Nope.
No.
You know,
AC/DC.
AC/DC,
Big
Alice,
Guns.
ACDC, Alice in Chains,
Alice Chains, Jackal.
Yeah.
Jackal had
Queensryche, Anthrax.
Brian Johnson from
It had,
AC/DC.
had Aerosmith
Might
Yeah,
have had Aerosmith.
yeah, Aerosmith
with the
was
song
on there.
"Big Guns," right?
No, that's
No, they
AC/DC.
did.
AC/DC.
They had the live version of "Dream On," which was like
There you go.
awesome.
Yeah.
But they did. Jackal was with the singer from AC/DC, and they did.
Mental masturbation.
They did that. I get the song in my head all the time because it's so stupid. Locked and loaded. Locked and loaded. Aiming for your soul.
I'll have to go home and listen.
I think he just had a seizure.
Well done,
Are you
sir.
okay?
Locked and loaded.
Do we need to put a wallet in your mouth?
That's some Aerosmith.
Popcorn.
We need Tigerblood's dad here.
Yeah.
I got this.
He's joking.
Worry not.
But yeah. Oh man. All right, so that movie sucked. But then what was the other movie that Arnold did that had this huge, gigantic soundtrack on
End of
it?
Days.
End of Days. That was it.
Well, they had like the first Guns N' Roses track for frickin' ever.
Yeah.
And then
The
it
first
was
Guns N' Roses
completely
without
underwhelming.
Guns N' Roses.
Without Guns N' Roses.
No, God.
What was the name of that song? Was it
Oh
called "Oh
My
My God"? Oh my God!
That was
awful.
pretty much our opinion. Oh
Well, yeah.
God.
Oh my.
And they went and got Buckethead from what band was it?
Just Buckethead. He was solo.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he was like in a band.
No.
No.
I mean, he was wearing KFC buckets on his head for some
That dude's
reason.
No, I think they made him stop that.
Yeah.
He just had to
That dude's
porcelain
phenomenal,
mask.
though.
Oh, you know, he's
Phenomenal
amazing. I don't know if he needs to be in a band.
Yeah.
Especially one that has the
Well,
notoriety of a Guns N' Roses.
I mean, if you look at the solo work like Satriani and Vai, they never really. They're great guitarists, but they never really took off.
yeah.
You know?
Until they were
Vi
in
and-
Chickenfoot
Yes,
and
yeah.
And the
that's
Top
stellar.
Gun soundtrack.
and David Lee Roth's solo band.
Oh yeah.
Sounds like it's stellar resume.
Yeah, I think of that. I think of that Steve Vai with David Lee Roth is probably like the best one. As opposed to,
He was with Frank Zappa first.
Yeah.
That was pretty
Yeah.
good stuff.
well,
Yeah.
I prefer the Whitesnake album. He was on that.
Whoa.
Deep cuts.
Yeah.
No.
I have no idea what the fuck you guys are talking about.
Again, we geek out about everything that you don't like.
This is
Yeah.
why we can have a strong opinion about Nickelback.
Yeah, I'm not sitting here being like, Steve Vai, what a douche, fuck him, fucking, I'm
We're
gonna
not
hold
saying
out.
that either.
we're
No way
not.
we're saying that. With Apache
Miami
Warfare,
Feet
I'll still
Hands,
listen to that,
love.
but
Joe Satriani. Anyway.
These are the men's men of guitar.
Oh, okay. And what by that you mean like the video that we just watched, or
he did not castrate himself.
Bill, if you ever
Became a man's
listen,
woman.
if you ever listen to Joe Satriani, you would want to cut your balls off. You would hate it.
Yeah.
It is not your cup of tea.
I piece that together through an
Can't you
opinion.
just play
Yeah.
three
based
chords
upon
for
the
the,
rest.
for the love of God? Play three
I
chords.
played him this song that I recorded where there's these epic, like Dragon Force esque style guitar solos, and he's like, "Boy, there's some epic guitar there." And he walks out, you know, I'm like, "Oh, thanks, bud."
Rather
Shredding it up. He's
than
like,
wipe my face off the floor from
like,
the
how,
melting
how
I
come
just took.
how come there's no Matchbox 20? You know,
Put a fucking melody to it.
yeah.
Jesus.
How come there's no hook? Where's the hook?
Hey,
Where's Rob Thomas?
I can't listen to somebody who just shred.
It was
on
awesome. I was
guitar
like,
for
and he's like, that's an epic guitar solo. Huh.
no.
And then he plays me the new Goo Goo Dolls fucking song.
Hey, I was
The
with
Rebel,
you.
the
I was
Rebel,
the
whatever
rebel
the
beat.
fuck.
with the guitar tuned so he can just play with one finger.
Yeah.
I was completely with you guys on that. Don't tell me that I wasn't. That
This is
song
true.
is
Except
horrible.
he was-
Except
he was not
this
a- not
sucks,
a-
but let me play it again. I think I heard it like 35 times one night, along with Sasquatch.
Can you
I
believe
just
I'm
couldn't
gonna
believe
do
it.
this again?
He listened to that song like I watched Phantom Menace. I'm gonna like it, right? I'm gonna like it
This
No.
time?
No, I'm not.
Darth Maul's in it.
What if I just fast forward through the Jar Jar Binks stuff, huh?
Be better that way, right?
Me so don't like Matchbox. No.
I actually listened to this CD in particular this week, and I was reminded of how much I fucking love this CD and how much Bill would fucking hate it. Strapping Young Lad's City CD.
Oh wow.
Never heard of
You
him.
would despise it.
Yeah.
I've never heard of him. Why would I despise it?
One, the production is it's just in your face. It's like,
Yeah.
how much stuff can we get into this as possible? It
Like
is
they're
the-
adding
it is like
unnecessary instruments.
No,
I don't
more
know
of
if
the
it's-
mix.
Yeah, the mix is
it's
just it's
loud.
on
everything
11.
louder than everything else.
Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah.
But how was that any different than Nickelback?
Okay, you got to listen to it now.
Yeah. No shit.
I mean, it's just,
And by the way, the heaviest track on that CD is called "Oh My Fucking God."
Yes.
I don't know. You guys have a different style of music. Like I've never even heard of that band. Like I
Never.
never.
Never heard of Devin Townsend.
No.
He's got a mullet, but
Why
his
the
top of his
fuck
head's
would
bald.
I?
He used to have
cool.
he used to have a skullet and strap.
Skullet?
Skullet, yeah.
He's the only guy who can rock a skullet. The only guy in metal that can rock a skullet.
It's a perfect name, too, because he's an ugly buck.
Well, he shaved it all off now.
And what's his name?
Strap, Devin Townsend.
Devin Townsend.
Mm-hmm.
Probably the most prolific person in metal, as far as like he's releasing a CD every year.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll make sure to check that out.
In between my listens of Far Away,
Yeah.
and things in your mouth,
Yeah.
something in your
Bottoms
mouth.
up and
Hey,
How the hell did we wind up like this?
anybody else got anything else for Nickelback?
cakes in a urinal.
All right.
In your face.
The mighty have fallen in Nickelback.
Oh, they're not falling, buddy.
Oh, they're falling.
They're falling.
They're
falling.
selling the shit out of the United States cellular field. So
That is-
That just says something about the citizens, the everyday run of the mill.
That's why my iPod is way cooler than radio.
Yeah.
okay. They're selling tickets, nosebleeds for $65 a pop, and they're selling out. And they get to be rock band all day long, all day long.
Does that mean Luke Bryant is awesome because he sells out arenas?
I'm not saying that that's why they're awesome. I'm just saying that you're saying that they've fallen.
You think they're having
When
as
in
much
fact-
fun as like a Motley Crue on the road, though?
I'm sure that they are.
Are they getting the girls and
Well,
the
they're-
drugs and
Well,
Everill's having none of that.
Chad's getting married, first of all.
Isn't he already married?
And they actually stopped doing the Jaeger bombs before the shows. They couldn't
Boy,
do it.
He knows it all,
They
man.
just couldn't
He's
do
on
it
their
anymore.
Facebook. Like,
He's,
No, I
in,
listen to
he's
their
in the
interviews
fan club. He
before
gets
they-
the newsletter.
look who's geeking out now.
I'm just saying that they used to do one Jaeger bomb, the whole crew, and by crew I don't mean like the band. I mean like the lighting guy, the fucking sound guy. They would
I would
call
do shots too. Many of them, if I was
Let's
there.
do this. Let's blow this up. We're gonna blow it up. It's gonna be.
Best show ever.
I would get fucking shit faced if I had to do sound.
That's
for that,
why
man.
the audience is so into it. They're all just wasted, loving it.
Well, except for the 9-year-old girls in the crowd.
Oh,
I don't think 9-year-old girls gonna.
Past their bedtime.
Yeah,
they like fire
yeah, the lights
and lights.
Do they do a pyro?
rotate. Yeah, they got a pyro setup. Yeah, the first time I saw them,
Those guys getting drunk too.
I was up in
I
the
saw him. I don't have eyebrows.
Now aim this one at Chad's fucking stupid mullet.
no, they,
A little to the right. There you go. Blow that fucker away.
the first time I was.
That guy does have terrible rock hair.
Yeah, he does. He's got a terrible look. Altogether, he
Does
has
he
a
wear like
bad
the
look.
skin tight shirts?
Well, and that's not
But
so
he weighs
much.
like 150 pounds.
That's not so much what I'm saying. He's got a bad hair, a bad face, a bad singing face. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like when he hits that high note, he looks like he's choking on popcorn. I mean, it's
Or getting his
awful.
balls cut off.
Can it be? You can get your balls cut off. You look like John Mayer.
Yeah. John Mayer, I don't have a problem with John.
You know.
Yeah.
He's a good guitar player until he got all big ego.
Then he tries to be a stand-up comedian.
Yeah.
That's offensive.
Hey, Bobby is a wonderful. Hey, holy shit. Where did that come
What
from?
is that?
What's up, Bob Euchre?
Well, he's going to need a rocket up his ass to catch this one. Bob Euchre sings the hits, everybody. Here we go.
Everybody.
One goddamn hit's all we got.
Can't say goddamn on the radio.
Oh,
That's
hell,
right, I know
hell
it's-
with it. No one's listening anyway. It took me a second.
All right, so we went from John Mayer to Bob Euchre.
Yeah.
Just like that.
Interesting.
The William Barron Show, the most schizophrenic podcast on iTunes.
We should have called that BME like Bob Euchre. Ball 2, ball 8.
Ball one.
The ball's out of the sack, everybody.
Heads up.
I'm so glad.
He's
Heads down.
He's popping one out right now.
Would you like to rewatch it and call it with Bob Euchre?
No, I think I'm good on that.
That was awful. What the fuck? Why would somebody
Why would somebody do it? Why would somebody watch it?
tie off their dick and then cut it off?
They got to be thinking about vaginal surgery. They're trying to get a vag. They're probably trannies.
Oh, and then cut your balls open. One
You
fell
know,
out like a fucking
maybe he's
gumball.
a true
Like it
artist.
just went.
He's like,
Is that what happened?
I'll bleed for my art.
Yeah.
Do you imagine that was the sound it made? Yeah. Or we just want like a.
I was like, something popped out. I didn't even put 2 and 2 together there.
That's disgusting.
That is.
This
let's
podcast will be
let's not
exclusively
end on
listened to
that.
by
Let's not
men.
reminisce.
Let's not.
No women are going to listen to this thing.
No.
Nope.
Unless I start singing Nickelback.
Did you guys ever own like Milli Vanilli or MC Hammer? You know,
Are you asking what our?
You can't touch us.
you know, something that would be you would find embarrassing for your.
I had the Vanilla Ice record.
Yeah,
That was
I
my
did too.
first.
In the extreme.
Yeah.
To the extreme.
To the extreme.
To the extreme.
I rock a mic. Yeah.
Like a vandal.
No.
I remember I bought Milli. I had Milli Vanilli.
Yes. Affirmative.
Yeah.
And then I got older, and I was like, "Oh, this is embarrassing. I can't listen to this. I can't own it." And I remember putting it on the road and like riding my bike as fast as I could, and then slamming on the back on the brakes and just skidding it all the way down the street.
Now, was this before or after
Till it
that
broke.
you found out?
This
that
is when
they-
he found out that they were lip syncing.
that
He was
they were lip-syncing?
heartbroken.
Yeah.
No, this is when I got old enough to realize this is shitty music.
We all have musical skeletons in our closet. It's okay.
I'll stand behind all of mine. I will.
Well, now that I look back, I kind of wish I would have kept like the Belle Biv DeVoe's and the
Yeah, boys
and
and men.
the art the New Jack
ABC.
City stuff.
BB.
Oh shit! I had that. Living just enough for the city.
For the city.
The Breaking soundtrack. I had that. The Breaking soundtrack.
Had the juice.
Oh,
Yeah.
The Tupac was on that, right?
Yeah. First introduction.
you know, I'm glad I listened to all
Gangster
that
rap.
because I mean, Bill, that I don't just play rock or metal or anything. I do some like hip hop stuff and beats and all that. If I wouldn't have listened to that stuff before, you know, I wouldn't have had that to go off of. You know, so
Well, yeah,
it all brings it together. It all just makes you
The melting pot, right?
It makes Tigerblood.
Tigerblood. Bobby Brown is in here a little bit. I mean, there's just
It's my
Houston.
prerogative. It's my prerogative.
Yes.
Close the door,
Tigerblood.
Whitney.
Get the crack. Let's go. Movie time.
Rest her soul, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Too soon.
Oh shit.
You know I can't sing on this shit, Bobby. Why you put me through this, Bobby? Shut up, bitch.
911. He's doing it again.
We'll be right over.
You know the gate code? Okay, good.
The gate code.
This is Houston. This is the LAPD. We're responding to your 38th call this week.
They got your back.
This bitch is telling me. This bitch is telling she deserved to get hit.
Cops walk up. Bobby, what's up?
Yo, Bobby.
Burning the midnight oil.
Let's calm down. Let's calm down. Seriously, can I have a cup of coffee? Let's make a cup of coffee and talk this through. All right, so what happened?
Oh, shit. You got that new golf putting green back here?
Yeah.
Nice.
Mind if I try my putting out a little bit? Go ahead, beat that bitch's ass. I'll be on hole 9.
Bitch ain't made good records since '93 anyway. So
Right. How much do you think that in that marriage it was a power struggle with? Bitch, I was more popular. No, we won. I saw fucking Bodyguard.
I think she was
She was
always winning that
immensely more
fight.
popular
Yeah.
than he
I was in Ghostbusters, bitch. Damn.
2.
Yeah.
Yeah. How many times do you think that argument happened?
Nigga, he was in one scene as a bellboy. Or, what was he? He wasn't a bellboy. He was
I think so. A
no,
valet.
a valet.
The
Yeah.
valet. He had the.
He was in one scene, Bobby.
Motherfucker, you were parking Bruce Willis's car.
You mean, or Bruce Willis wasn't
Was
in
he in
Ghostbusters?
that?
No, it was
Dan Aykroyd.
He wasn't the bad guy? That wasn't Bruce Willis?
in Ghostbusters too.
Ghostbusters 2? No.
It was that Swedish prick.
Wasn't that big?
He had like 30 other movies.
The
where he
albino looking
was the good guy.
Yeah, that guy.
They keep pushing. I keep hearing how they keep pushing for Ghostbusters 3.
No. Well,
They tried, but they made
I
a
wanna
video
see it.
game instead.
But they won't do it
wanna
because
see it.
the scripts are terrible.
yeah.
well, Bill Murray keeps saying no.
Yeah, thank God.
Does Bill
The
Murray,
guy who actually has a career at this point.
does
Yeah.
Bill Murray own the rights to?
No, he
Ghostbusters?
just
I
chooses,
saw
I'm not going to be Peter Venkman anymore.
So they
Yeah,
want to
yeah.
bring him back.
I saw Dan
Yeah.
Aykroyd and
Why the
They want them all
fuck?
back.
Well, first it was like, well, we want to
be
bring
awesome.
back all of them. And he's like, I don't want to do it unless I'm dead. Maybe I'll do it if I'm dead. Okay, we'll write a script
So
where
he's
you'll
a
be
ghost?
a ghost. No,
There you go.
No,
That's not really.
I don't really want to do it.
Dan Aykroyd was in a movie called Behind the what the hell is it? That HBO movie about
Candelabra.
Liberace? Yeah. I watched that. I don't know why.
He was in that?
Yeah, I want to see that.
He was the manager. Oh, it's
Is that at Matt Damon?
yeah.
Yeah,
Matt
that
Damon
looks
and,
good.
Matt Damon being
Douglas.
gay.
Yeah.
It's great performances. It's kind of like Brokeback Mountain where you're just gritting your teeth the whole time.
I don't know anything about Liberace.
I don't either.
Much
Other
like Jake
than
Gyllenhaal.
He was secretly gay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was at the massage parlor too. Apparently.
I actually saw Brokeback Mountain in the theater, and I just admitted that to you guys. Yeah,
I didn't see it.
The girl I was with wanted to see it, and I was like, oh, that's cool. Yeah, we can go see
Well,
it.
you went with your girlfriend. I mean, that's what you do.
It's not like we got busy or anything afterward. It was kind of a buzzkill, but just can't
I
forget.
mean, it's a good acted movie, but
What?
all the making out with the men, it shows Anne Hathaway's tits, where they try to kind of balance it out.
Well, Anne Hathaway will show.
She will.
She is not. She's not. She won't avoid a tit shot. Let me just say that.
That's nice.
I like your tits.
Me too. It was in this Love and Other Drugs with Jake Gyllenhaal. She was in that. Did you see that?
Havoc?
She was
She
all
was
sorts of
Havoc.
naked.
I didn't see it. But I heard she was naked a lot.
I DVR'd
Did
it.
that?
You do realize there's a lot of porn on
What
the
else
internet.
was she naked in?
You could watch.
Sometimes I want to tease. I want to just.
You just want like maybe the mention.
the hint.
Actually, you just want some woman just to call you and be like, you want me to stick a finger in your butt?
No,
That's just enough.
that's not what I'm looking for. Not what I'm looking for. If it was Anne Hathaway, I might think about it, or not. Okay, maybe I would.
Anne Hathaway.
Just the pinky baby.
She's definitely a tit girl.
Oh yeah.
Definitely a tit girl. Her ass and legs, man.
Oh no. What? Did you not see her in the Catwoman suit?
That's true.
Jesus.
Yeah, that did change things
Yeah.
a little bit.
Come on now.
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah.
They could pad that up, though. That could have been fake.
Yeah.
Better Catwoman suit. Michelle Pfeiffer or Anne Hathaway?
Hathaway.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I wanted to bone her when I was a kid, though, in Batman Returns. Oh, my God.
She was pretty good looking.
Selena Kyle.
And I still don't know. Like I watch now. I watch the
talking about
Batman,
Selena
and
Kyle?
fucking Scarface, and she was like the hot
Take a look,
chick.
Dad.
And I'm watching it now. I'm like, she looks like a crack out fucking
Don't talk about her that way.
downtown Western Avenue
When you got
street
the-
corner whore. Michelle Pfeiffer's not an attractive woman.
Hey, dickhead. When
You don't think so?
When you got the bad beef inside, you'll see what happens to you.
She looks like she's like strung.
She has a
Strung
look,
out.
though. She has a, she's a unique
Well,
look.
yeah.
Perfect for a Tim Burton movie.
oh, yeah.
Yes. Yeah, so does that other chick that Tim
She's got
Burton
that
puts in
ghostly
every...
look.
Helen,
No, his
Helen
wife.
Bonham Carter.
Or
Yeah, that's his girl.
longtime girlfriend.
Oh, okay. Yeah, she's got a unique look. Do I look at her and think, wow, shit, what a sexy bitch? No, never.
But she acts sexy.
Yeah.
In Fight Club,
Just because
You
she
kinda
gets
wa-
railed.
You
It's
kind
like,
of
I-
a banger.
because we know how you like what your idea of sexy is.
When he comes
I
out
like
with those
I like
dish
sexy on the
gloves
side of rapey. Like that's. I want to put some in your mouth.
Sexy with the side of rape.
Right. It's hot.
she was kind of...
Get your ass in here, Amy!
Put your ballet suit on. Oh, shit. Damn, did I? Wow, I've been trying. I've been trying the Boston accent too much.
You don't need to worry about that. Sorry. I already got that. I understand how to talk like a
Fucking
Boston.
firefighter.
I fucking know. I mean, don't worry about it. Anyway, so you were saying about Bobby?
Just he had to get it in, just like Batman had to come along.
All right. So wait a minute. What's the girl's name in the Tim Burton movies? They
Helena
won't go
Bonham
away.
Carter.
What? I'm sorry.
Helena Bottom Carter.
Helena Bonham Carter.
Bottom, as in like. Bottom Carter.
Was that your?
I like
That's when the levee breaks. Everybody.
your impression
Wow.
of bottom is a lot of high.
Sorry, I wasn't that close to the mic. I was afraid of how loud I'd be. I was really excited about doing an impression of when the levee breaks.
That was awesome.
All right. So attractive.
I had no idea how's he going to describe bottom. Yeah.
She an attractive woman to anybody here?
Yeah.
Based solely upon her dirtiness.
Her dirtiness?
Well,
Again, Fight Club
freakness.
is because she's freaky, and you're like, well, that's going to be a good time. But I don't know about anything.
She played a monkey in a movie.
Planet of the Apes.
Yeah.
Again, Tim Burton.
She was?
She was a chimp.
I didn't want to. I didn't want to bone. I didn't want to bone her as a monkey, but I'll tell you who I did want to bone as a CGI character. Zoe Saldana in Avatar. Oh my! I would lift that tail up and go to work. Wow!
Stick it in a tail.
That tail's going to find its way up your ass.
No,
You're gonna
it's
like
not.
it.
See, I'm never going to get over this now. It's going to be fucking just.
Yeah, anytime you come back to the podcast, we're gonna be like, "How's your ass feeling?"
Yeah. Well, I'll probably have to take a big break again. A long
break of what?
Preparation H.
Break a finger off in your asshole
No,
or something?
Take your finger off.
Just some more crime. Just
Stick
some
your
more,
finger in there and then Pain Olympics your finger right
Yeah.
off.
Pain Olympics. First, I'm going to shove my finger at my ass. Oh! Then I'm going to break my finger off into my. Oh!
Oh,
And now I'm going
Beat
to tie a
that!
tourniquet around the base of the finger, and then I'm going to sever it off, and then poop out my finger.
yeah.
Turn on TV! Channel 11!
This would be a go-to. That'd be so cheap. Just shout out Bobby as loud as you can.
Shut up, bitch!
Wow. Wow.
That is so cheap, Will. Why are you laughing so hard?
It's so good. So good. Anyway, do you guys have anything else that you guys would like to? Craig, you're playing June
12th. Come
June
out and
at
pay
the
your
Jukebox
$5
Jukebox Comedy
Jukebox.
Club.
Last time I was there, I met the Super Trooper guys. It was great.
We're going to.
That's where we learned about Super Troopers 2.
Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They mentioned it on stage.
Was that like a? I don't know, like a world premiere.
I don't know about that.
No, they're
No,
the
they're
same.
movie
drumming
that
up
nobody
some
gives a shit
business. They're just getting the word out.
Do you guys watch this movie?
Oh God, Super Troopers is great.
Oh, yeah, that's awesome.
It might be the best Broken Lizard movie.
Oh yeah, I like Club Dread too.
Yeah, Beer Fest, too.
I liked that
I
as
think I
well.
like Beer Fest more than I like Club Dread.
Oh,
But Super Troopers is the
that's
best
the
of all
top.
of them.
Yeah.
Let me guess. I'm just going to throw this out here. The three of you love The Office.
I do not watch The Office. I don't find
No?
it.
TV.
I don't find it funny, really.
I used to love it, yeah.
You know,
I like it.
You got XM. All right, so yeah, what a horrible question to ask three people that don't watch TV.
Why?
I don't watch TV. I watch
TV.
Netflix.
I'm really too cool for that. Thud.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watch TV. I watch Game of Thrones and MLB Network and
Porn.
WWE. No, just kidding.
Olympics.
Joke.
Surprisingly, that you watch the MLB Network, seeing how your baseball team is sucking ass.
Well,
You're like 37 games behind
that's
first.
Well, let's talk about
Yeah,
the
Joe,
real,
you're not doing much
Let's
better.
talk about the real baseball, the show where I pummel your ass every night.
That's a video game.
Well,
least
that's fantasy baseball.
Yeah.
And I don't even pay attention to it because no matter what move I make, I get a finger up the ass.
Bobby!
I just picked up to Shara.
Yeah, well, thanks.
I just picked him up.
Yeah, you like stealing all my guys away, don't you?
I eliminated that choice from your list of options.
That's okay. That's okay.
Funny when he does it.
Because he was waiting for you to do it.
Yeah,
He's trying to undercut my Bobby.
yeah, I did. I stole that one. I'm not feeling particularly funny tonight, so I stole the one true thing that I knew would get something.
All right. Thank you for listening to the William Barrett Show, brought to you by.
Actually, really excited about that.
That
one,
was
wasn't he?
best. Yeah, that was like he just dinged up their car in the pulling into the garage.
What did midgets built this garage? I stole that. Sorry.
Anyway, who did you steal it from? Let's give him proper-
Trouble with the Curve,
Trouble with the Curve.
where Clint Eastwood tries to piss, and he's like, "Come on, what the hell's going on?" Yeah, it takes him like 5 minutes of movie or him trying to piss. And he's got both hands up against the wall. Ow!
Let me
Against
guess.
the wall. That was my dick.
Let me guess. He directed that one.
Yeah.
And then he does a
No,
5
no,
minute
no.
one shot of
No,
him
he didn't.
trying to piss.
No, he didn't. We already looked this up.
It happens whenever Tigerblood makes his Clint Eastwood.
I only watched it because it talks about baseball, but
It was a great movie.
it was all right.
It was a great.
You just
movie.
liked it because Justin Timberlake was in it.
I do. I love me some JT. He's
just-
fucking phenomenal.
Just like Moneyball.
Yes, I did.
I like Moneyball quite a bit.
Man, Moneyball was good.
Moneyball was fantastic.
I actually taught that song 3 times to students, that show song that girl wrote in the movie.
Really?
For some reason, that's catching on like wildfire. Wildfire. Speaking of California. Oh, wait. Yeah. Yeah. Wildfires are fucking blazing and tearing the whole fucking state up. What,
I was thinking about
trying to be sensitive.
I was thinking about the A's.
Yeah. Billy Bean. He did a phenomenal job. And no amount of baseball general managing is going to give those people back their houses that lost them to the fires.
No. They won't be able to listen to the William Barron show.
No, I'm sorry.
Jay Moore's got a great story about Clint Eastwood doing a movie with him. I won't tell a story here on the podcast, but just
Can you footnote that?
just Google search Jay Moore Clint Eastwood story. It's pretty funny.
Hey, you can't give us a synopsis?
He's making a movie, and Clint Eastwood's like, okay, so we're all wrapped. You got nothing to do, so you can have a beer now. And Jay Moore's like, well, I don't really drink. And he's like, well, I guess you're wrapped then. So Jay Moore leaves, and like the next day comes up, and Clint Eastwood's like, so when'd you stop drinking? And he's like, well, a few years ago, whatever.
Right.
And he's like, yeah, I was once addicted to pussy.
Clint Eastwood.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Tells him how he's addicted to pussy. He had to quit.
His neck looks like ball sack. I've never seen so many wrinkles.
He doesn't look good. I mean, he does. I mean, considering the amount of quality of work that he
I'd
puts
still
out
fuck him.
constantly.
Bobby! With the middle. This is in the late 80s, early 90s, where like every movie he did with his girlfriend. I
I don't know.
It's like,
Is that true?
she
Like
ended up being-
whoever he was dating at the time?
Yeah, goddamn, what was her name? Where like she is the first person to ever have a palimony suit. Or like when they broke up and she took him to court because they'd been together for so long.
An alimony suit?
Yeah, palimony because they weren't actually married, so it was palimony, not alimony.
Because they're pals?
And they say that because that's really the spin that
That's
they put on it?
the actual name of it
Palimony.
now. Yeah,
Is that where pal is
if
derived
common
from?
laws in your state,
If you
maybe,
live with somebody for more than 7 years, you're
or something like that.
married.
By the way, that's not the case in Illinois, gentlemen.
So shack up and don't dish out.
So there's never a palimony
I don't think
part
so.
in Illinois?
I don't think so. No.
Damn.
Right? Just thinking, well, I can clean up the other
Sandra
two
Locke.
apartments that I
That's her
have.
name. Sandra Locke.
Sandra Bernhard, now that's
That's
a
freaky.
woman. Ugh.
Sandra Bernhard, who was that?
She's that gap-toothed girl.
That was in
She's
Roseanne.
very
a couple
loud.
of episodes of Roseanne. She's a lesbo. She tries to sing, but
Is she in The Big Bang Theory?
No.
Is Sheldon's mom?
I don't know. I don't watch that show.
That show's actually pretty good.
I know. I heard.
I got the memo,
I
motherfucker.
have heard of this.
No, it's actually.
Are
a
there
really
people
good show.
dressed up in furs?
Yeah. If it's not Wilford, I'm not biting.
No, seriously. Who is the lady out of Roseanne? What girl am I thinking of? I mean, Roseanne's best friend.
Yeah.
Becky, I think was her name.
No, that's
her
the
daughter.
daughter.
I think
Well,
of a few
And
people.
Jackie's a
from-
sister.
Jackie. Okay, that's who I'm
Jackie's a
thinking
sister.
of. Now, who is this other chick? What character?
There's
She
a
was,
couple
on,
seasons.
she was only on once in a while.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, she's thought of herself as a stand-up comedian for a while, but not particularly funny.
Yeah.
Who am I to say? But
Well, you got June 12th to
I
be
got
able
to tune out to prove. Yeah.
to prove
No,
that you're
no,
on.
No,
Are
it's
you gonna
not.
use
Prove-
this-
Bobby!
Prove that you're better than Sandra
That's what I'm
Bernhard.
going to do. She's going to go on stage and go, Bobby!
Yeah.
For 5 minutes.
Yeah, just
And
I'd
only
laugh.
like, 2 guys are going to laugh. And,
I'll
and everybody
I'll
else
sit
will
in
be
the
like,
back and go, shut up, bitch!
just
I'm just playing in the back of the room. That's the only thing I'm doing.
yeah, just paint a picture of. All right, I have 5 minutes on stage here. I'm going to depict what would happen in Bobby and Whitney's house.
Circa 1997.
Hey, man, we're about out of time. June 12th, coming down to the Jukebox Comedy Club. Check out Greg Ketchum. Thanks for coming, man.
Yes, sir.
And Tigerblood, thanks for showing up and telling us about your fingering.
Yeah, it was a pleasure. Well, not so much, but.
And just in time, thanks for showing up. And I'm sorry that we were late, but our waitress fucked up our bill, and it's not.
Hey, it happens.
It's my fault.
Yeah,
it is my fault.
It's
I'm
all
taking responsibility for my actions here.
Well, till next time, more
Thank
of
you.
fingering and penis cutting off.
Yeah, do not watch that fucking what is it? BME?
BME Pain Olympics.
BME Pain Olympics. Don't do it.
Not
because they had to push the limits.
Not for
from
you.
one.
It looks like home videos. Like, how does that count? Like, shouldn't there be a judge standing there being like, that doesn't look
Foul.
I give a 4 on the ball popping out. Didn't have enough flight.
Shouldn't there be?
Yeah.
Shouldn't there be like, I don't know.
It wasn't a clean cut, Bill.
I liked when he brought the axe out, though.
That was a nice.
That was a nice touch.
Particularly nice.
It was nice and dull and rusty too.
handmade axe like this big,
Oh
Craig.
man,
I'm so glad I
it's
just
like a
watched
metal
it.
axe,
Mikey was chopping a ribeye.
two-edged. Oh, and he had to keep.
And all of a sudden, the ball went.
Oh,
Yeah.
Again, a sound effect.
so
Probably more
again,
like.
if you chose not to watch it,
You don't need to.
you're welcome for the graphic, detailed
You
explanation.
don't need to watch it because we just described it. For
Actually, if you'd like to describe it in depth, go to the iTunes
There
page
we go.
and review the show. And while you're at it,
tell us
describe.
what you thought about the BME.
Tell us what you thought.
Yeah. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, tweet us at Black Balloon Studio. # cut my ball out of my ball sack.
Cut my ball out of my ball sack. / Bobby.
Thank you guys for listening. We will see you next week.